Are you giving yourself a fighting chance to win? How many of us are really creating strategies that will give us real, tangible success?
Believe you were born to win. It's your right to win. Claim it, frame it, 'cause you were.
If you want to give yourself an opportunity to maximize your success in the seat that you're sitting in or the seat that you aspire to sit in, you really want to give yourself a chance to win. So often, we have the aspiration for the seat, we have the aspiration for the promotion, we have the aspiration for the money, but we really haven't thought through the actionable strategies that will get us to the finish line, that will give us a shot to win. Remember, the power is in your hand. You have the power to identify, develop, and invest in the right relationships. You have the power to acquire the skills that you need in order to get to the next level. You have the power to ask for the promotion, to ask for the coach, to ask for the other developmental opportunities. The power is all in your hand. But so often we unconsciously sabotage ourselves by not giving ourselves the chance to win. So here's how you want to think about it. Do I have the skills and experiences and exposure in order to make me an undeniable candidate for that next role? If I don't, what skills are missing? Where are the gaps? What is the timeline for me to be able to acquire those skills? How might I get those skills? Do I have to take in house training? Do I go external? Do I need a certificate or I don't need a certificate? I just need the experience. What things am I doing internally that might give me that presentation experience? What might I be doing in my volunteer life that might give me the opportunity to present over and over and over again till I become a compelling speaker? What is my strategy and how long might it take for me to acquire whatever I identify as the gaps for that next role? What are the relationships that I need internally or externally? Sometimes your external relationships can influence your internal relationships. I remember, oh, probably a third of the way through my career, there was a pretty senior guy in an industry group that I was working with. Never really gave me the time of day. But yet, when I worked with him, I gave my all. Well, he happened to be on a plane one day and someone that I worked with at a university that we had a strong relationship with had just had me down for a couple of days where I had given seminars, we had worked on Q&A, all kinds of ideation, and for 3 hours on that plane, once that person figured out that they were sitting next to a Morgan Stanley person, they said, "Do you know Carla Harris?" And the person said, "Yeah, I know Carla Harris." And for 3 hours, that person that I'd spent that time with on that university campus went on and on and on about Carla Harris. I don't need to tell you that that changed the way that that guy saw me. It completely colored his lens. And from that day to this one, we have had a markedly different relationship. So I ask you, what external relationships do you already have or that you could acquire that might impact some of your internal relationships, therefore giving you a better opportunity to win if that is a critical relationship for you? Have you identified the internal relationships that are critical to your success? What's your strategy for engaging? Remember, building a relationship is really about frequency of touch. That touch can be physical touch, it can be virtual touch. But the point is, how can you intersect and interact more with the people that you have to build these relationships with, further strengthening your opportunity to be successful? And then lastly, as I said, the power is in your hand to ask for the promotion, to ask where your gaps are. You can't fix it if you don't know that it's broken. That's another one of my famous sayings. And I will tell you, that often in these large organizations, because they are non confrontational by nature, people don't always give you the critical feedback that you need. You want to create the safe place where you can then say to someone who you think might have important feedback for you. You might want to say something like this: Hey, Josh, I really value your feedback. I think that I'm doing a great job in A and B. I'm not sure about C, and I would love to get your feedback on how you see me in the environment. How am I performing? How do you think others view me and engage with me? I would really value 10 minutes of your time. It's gonna have to be an awfully bad curmudgeon not to entertain you for 10 minutes and give you the feedback. Because once you open the door and say, "Give me the feedback, I would appreciate it," people are more apt to do that. But you must exercise your power to ask for that feedback so that you know where that feedback fits on your timeline and your journey to achieving the success that you want. Give yourself the chance to win by understanding the skills, the relationships, and the asks that you must execute in order to maximize your success. Go get them.